Hi, Dr. Lukman. Today I'm going to present the self-reflection video about my leadership. Let me introduce about myself. My name is QING QING and I'm from Section 05 and I'm from Group Introvert. Now I will explain about my team project background. First is the domain. Our system called Digital Mental Health Literacy Hub System. It is used to operate within the mental health and educational domain, focusing on improving mental health literacy and providing supportive service to students. It combines aspects of healthcare, education, and technology. Next is about the system. We have four objectives here, which is about to enhance students' mental health, provide interactive and engaging resource for students, offer a virtual support for students' interaction, and promote an active mental health management. Then is the functional components. We have six components here. First is the self-assessment tools. It is used to evaluate the mental health status of students. Next, personalized content and tracking. It is used to provide recommended content for students and tracking their engagement. Gamify learning modules, where the interactive education will be delivered. Virtual mental health support. It is used to provide a real-time support for students. Peer interaction and anonymity. It is used to provide community support for students, and the students can sharing their experience. Last is the customizable interface, where the students can personalize the system design. Now is the stakeholders. We have four stakeholders here. First is the students, the primary users of the system. They can access the mental health resource, the assessment, and also the forum and the counselor. Next is the administrator. They are the system managers where they can manage the forum and also the students' information. Then is the mental health professional. Mental health professional is the mental health supporter where they can provide a counselor, manage the mental health resource, and also manage student progress. Last is the faculty. They are the system manager where they can manage the awareness campaign and also manage mental health statistics. Now I'm going to explain about my self-reflection. The essential knowledge and skills that I think a leader must possess is the problem-solving skills. They must have the ability to think critically and identifying issues and the solutions. Next is the decision-making skills. They must have the ability to predict outcomes by evaluate options through analytical thinking and making the decision under pressure. The third one is communication skills. They must have active listening skill to understand team members' ideas, stakeholders' concern, and resolve the conflicts that arise. Next is the team management skill. The leader must have the ability to motivate the team members and assign the tasks for each member in fair. Last is the time management. The leader must have the ability to managing the time effectively to meet the deadlines. The key qualities that I think an effective leader should possess is the responsibilities. They must be responsible for their own shortcomings and failures. It can help them to serve as effective role models for their members. Next is the decisiveness. The leader needs to learn to gather as much information as possible and consider the most reasonable response and then commit to a decisions. The third one is self-management. The leader needs to know how to manage their time and attention to ensure that their goals are reached. Last is the effective communication. Communication is not just about talking, but it is about knowing when we need to speak or when we should be listening. The leader should know how to use active listening to gather the informations. The knowledge and skills that I have achieved, first is the team management skills. I was responsible as a leader in the phase 4, which is the last phase of the project. Next is the time management. I was planned to make the meeting on 10 January, make sure everyone can attend the meeting. We decided to finish the documentation before 15 January, and we finished the recording video before 17 January and submitted at the 17 January. Next is the communication skill. I was avoid the argument and situation of disharmony arising, and I was listening to the suggestion from group members. The key qualities that I have achieved, first is the responsibility. I have submitted the document in time and respond to group members when they needed. Next is the self-management. I finished my part before 15 January, and I create a slide for group member at the next day, 16 January to 17 January. And I finished recording video of my part at 17 January, and I submit the document at 18 January. And last is the effective communication. I have discussed the questions that met by group member of myself and providing the suggestion for group members. That's all from me. Thank you.